What's good, cyberspace? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with a monopoly. He seek the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery.
Well, the lawsuit was settled. She didn't have her business in order. She didn't have her affairs in order. She didn't sign no contracts. That's her fault on the due diligence. That's the music industry, baby. That's the music industry. You could talk about Drake, but he's not the only one who's done that. Look at Glorilla. She don't want to give her damn producer. She want to sell the rights to the song when he's the one who damn produced the damn beat. Without the beat, she is not Glorilla. So, I mean, that's the music industry. You got women out here trying to fuck. You got Meg Thee Stallion trying to get out her contract, but the guy who had her in her contract is the one who made her. She wouldn't be Meg Thee Stallion without these niggas' influence and these niggas' help. So, come on now.
That same Refinery29 article that started off with high praise for the changes Drake made in the industry ended on a low point, stressing that he's merely not as reckless as other rappers. Unplanned pregnancy happens, but Drake didn't only ignore his responsibilities, he seemed embarrassed by Sophie.
Bro, that's bullshit. And yes, he was embarrassed because she's a fucking whore and he got her pregnant. Point blank.
too. After all, this is the same guy that rapped about how much he values college.
And they're going to be like, oh, well, why'd you call her a whore? Don't call her a whore. Well, guess what? I guarantee if I go look up one of her pornos, I go look up one of her fucking flicks, a nigga is fucking her from the back and she's like, oh yeah, you want me to be your dirty slut, don't you? You want me to be your fucking whore, don't you? So don't give me that bullshit. Cause I guarantee she calls herself a slut. So fuck out of here. She probably did the slut walk. Some bullshit. Cyrus Cherry said, Gen Z dude, did you see that Sneeko showed up at Trump's house with Kanye? Didn't know Kanye knew Sneeko. Kanye running for president over Kanye, but dude needs meds. Yeah, I'm not big on Kanye running for president. I don't think it's a good idea. I think that he can try. He needs to worry about fixing Chicago. That's what he needs to do. He needs to first run for mayor of Chicago, which he would win. You can't just go from hip hop, half a billionaire to run for president. Like, no, bruh. You need to get in political office in your local community first and work your way up. I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm just saying that that's the route that I think that he should take, okay? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I mean, even being governor of California is a big feat for sure, but I mean, he was on roids, but was he that mentally unstable than Kanye? Maybe he's a fucking brute, but I mean, he did make huge mistakes for sure. And he's not the smartest guy. He's a fucking idiot, but he won is my point.
Degrees versus women that are involved in porn, all while having a child with a former porn star. I don't really think you can be a feminist while simultaneously building women up and then breaking others down.
So you hear what she said. Oh, you can't be a feminist while building women up and then breaking other women down. So you have to be pro all women. Dude, that's fucking bullshit. What if I've done stories where bitches done killed their kids? Should we be pro those women? Am I not a feminist if I don't support those women? Dude, it's outlandish. It's outlandish, bro. And she literally has nothing to say for women being groomed into going into OnlyFans. Nothing to say here. This chick is so full of shit. He said, did you vote for Herschel? Yeah, I did vote for Herschel because I couldn't do Warnock, so I did. I ain't gonna cap.
This sentiment,
and I'm voting for him in the runoff. Fuck it.
has been echoed in opinion pieces everywhere. Drake isn't really a feminist. He's just not as sexist as other rappers that may consistently degrade women's bodies in their lyrics.
Dude, who gives a shit? The women want that. They're still fucking him. They love it. They're fucking him. They're eating his asshole. They're sucking his nuts and balls. Dude, come on.
That seems to be a pretty consistent narrative. Sure, he doesn't use objectifying language as frequently, but is that really raising women up?
Dude, and hold on. Why are they showing this dreadhead black man as a rapper? Isn't that racist, assuming that the only rappers that use misogyny in their lyrics are black? No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just, that's the same shit that they would use in their playbook. Cyrus Cherry says, Gen Z, I'll give you my last, but you wrong. Lori Lightfoot is a goddess in Chicago. I've talked to these people. They love that woman. No one that even smells red can win any part of that state. I don't know about Lori Lightfoot being a goddess. They do love her, though. I think you might be saying that sarcastically. I can't really tell the tone through the text. But yeah, I mean, she's a fucking train wreck.
He doesn't use objectifying language as frequently, but is that really raising women up? Maybe yes, to somebody, I guess. Like, he uses the term bitches and hoes enough that it just feels like it.
Oh, and you just used the term fuckboy. So, dude, get the fuck out of here. She literally just said, oh, well, he uses emotional fuckboy, which is kind of funny. Didn't she just say that? Dude, she's a fucking hypocrite. You just called. You think men like being called fuckboys? Well, I mean, honestly, nowadays we embrace it. Niggas don't give a fuck because men don't give a fuck about anything you say about us. That's why it's because our resilient nature, not necessarily because it doesn't quote unquote hurt our feelings, even though it doesn't. But let's keep it a buck. You can call men whatever the fuck you want, but then when somebody call you a bitch or a hoe, you're mad, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
As to somebody, I guess, like. He uses the term bitches and hoes enough that it just feels like it.
But she literally just called men fuckboys and laughed at it. He's the emotional fuckboy, which I thought was quite kind of funny. Like, I was like, yes. Oh my God, she's full of shit.
It shouldn't be something like to be proud of. Like, you shouldn't really be calling yourself a sensitive, like, feminist in tune rapper or whatever. Sophie, as it should go without saying.
Oh my God, I didn't know her ass was like that. Jesus Christ. So I know why he left it in. Hey, I know 100%. I didn't know she was so fucking thick. Damn. Hey, well, there you have it.
Deserves respect regardless of if she has a college degree or not. Drake shouldn't be ashamed because in his eyes, he was dating someone uneducated or lesser. That's just not the case. Drake.
Well, he was trying to pass on the best genetic makeup for his child. And she was not that. That's it. I mean, she's been plowed by hundreds of men, not the type that you would want to be the mother of your child. So he probably should have used a condom. But hey, look, a pickle says, Tino, does your cardio workouts make you lose muscle and strength? No, they get me fucking ripped as hell.
Drake should be ashamed because of the way he handled the situation and insulted her. Nothing more. Between this, his questionable lyric choices, and mixed reviews on his feminist anthems and the doubts around sampling his ex-girlfriend's voice, the way Drake treats women isn't 100% black and white. Maybe you give him credit for the massive changes he's made to the music industry and don't see a problem with some of his language. Or maybe you believe he's just a hypocrite. Reactions are mixed here and understandable.
And I believe everybody's a hypocrite. I'm gonna call it out, but I really don't give a fuck as long as you're not hurting me or anybody else. But everybody's a hypocrite to some degree. Like, yeah, like every fucking dude is talking about some, oh, well, I would say like all the religious people, right? Like they're going to talk about, oh, well, this is how you do with a woman and all this other stuff. But then like you see, they have scandals just like everybody else. So, I mean, it's extremely hard to kind of abide by, a certain rule book. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying you shouldn't do this or whatnot. I'm just trying to tell you guys that everybody's a hypocrite.
So. But when it comes to how Drake treats girls, as in minors, well, then the credit some fans give
as in minors, here we go,
of him starts to run dry. And before we go ahead to talk about some of Drake's interests in underage girls, I'm going to go ahead and put today's
interest in underage girls. All right.
Sponsors here. This is going to be a quick little 2 to 3 minute point for you to sit and think about it. Do I want to hear about this or not? If you don't, I'll go ahead and see you next episode. Great having you here today. But I'm just letting you know that after this ad break, we're going to talk about some disturbing shit. So that was your warning. All
right, so we got the ad.
Before.
Oh yeah, this is pretty long ad. Oh, hold on. All right.
Next /casket.
Okay, here we go. Concerning behavior toward girls. Let's get it.
Please note that this next section will contain mentions of sexual assault.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? When has Drake faced any type of sexual assault charges? Dude, that is some bullshit. Warning, this is gonna have something to do with sexual assault. Bruh, this nigga Drake did not sexually assault nobody, bruh. Come on. Look at Pickle says, I want to do your cardio workouts, but don't want to lose my strength. No, bro, you'll be fine. Cyrus Cherry says, daddy, cause he was high yellow. Oh, okay.
And again, let me just throw it out there that not a lot of reputable sources are reporting on this. So feel free to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt.
Oh, wow. So, yeah. Okay. So not a lot of reputable sources, basically fucking feminazi vlogs or blogs are saying, oh, well, Drake did this. Dude, you're full of shit.
But I am trying to...
And then we'll have a fucking a male feminist come on my channel like we did last time, talk about some, well, if your studies don't come from a PhD, doctorate, master's degree wielding person, then it can't be a fact.
To stick to what we know that Drake has done and not insert too much speculation outside of it. One of these incidents is pretty obviously disgusting, and we know it happens because you can actually watch it play out on stage. Here's the scenario. At one of Drake's concerts in 2010, when Drake was 23, he invited a fan on stage. He danced with her, kissed her neck, and even commented on her shampoo. I've got no idea.
Okay. He danced with her, kissed her neck, and I bet he made her fucking night. She was 17 years old on stage. Let's see where it was. Okay. Drake kisses 17-year. Well, and he was 23, which, I mean, come on. On stage in unearthed video clip. All right. Okay. So this is reported by The Guardian. So let's see where this was first. Denver, Colorado. All right. So I'm about to show you guys the video. Hold on. Okay. So let's watch the full clip for context. We'll see if it was actually weird or not. Okay. All right, let's watch. I mean, she looks great. He's 23, she's 17. We're in Denver, Colorado, guys. Denver, Colorado. Okay. Oh, wow. So just so happens to be that the age of consent in Denver, Colorado is 17 years old. So I mean, hand in the small of her bat. She does have a fat ass there. The age of consent in Colorado is 17. When this went down, when was this? When did this go down? This was in 2015. Oh, hold on. Let me see when this was. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the date. Video surfaced. I can't. Yep, age of consent in Colorado 17. I don't know. The pair feuded publicly. I don't know when this was actually. But my point is, like, when she, and you can see the bras on the mic stand, but when she was 17, I probably was like around her same age. I mean, she is bad though.
like your hair, right? What is it? It's like herbal essence.
He said, "What is this herbal essences? The fuck?"
Smells fresh.
It's kind of cringe, but not because of their age. It's cringe because, like, I told you I like your hair. What is this? Verbal essence? It sounds fresh. It's not cringe because of the age. And this woman is alpha widowed by Drake, and she didn't even fuck him. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Oh yeah, so that's ooh yeah. So my issue is he probably should have asked her age when she came on stage before he did all that extra shit. But he asked her how old she was, and he said 17. He said, "Oh man," which is legal in Denver, so he really didn't do nothing wrong. And he even said on stage, "I'll get in trouble for doing shit like this. How old are you?" She said 17. He said, "Oh no." Which, I mean, he's legally within his right to take her backstage and do whatever the fuck consensually she was trying to do. Yeah, the fans were not fucking with that, but I mean, I would have just said, "Hey, age of consent, Matt, I'm good." 17, why do you look like that? I mean, she do look great. Yeah, she got body. She got grown woman body for sure.
Well, I guess that brings to a close. I got one question for you though. I want to know, like, I know they came to see a rap show. I know there's a lot of rap fans in here and shit like that.
And she's got her natural hair and the poofy pigtails.
Let's see what's up, man. My man right here, my man keeps saluting me over there. I see y'all, man. My nigga up there, man. All the rap fans in here, right? But I just want to know if you think maybe for like the women in Colorado, I should just take one opportunity to sing one song. You think so? As a Colorado woman, you enjoy that? All right. Well, listen, 17.
I couldn't hear what he said. It sounded like he asked about the women in Colorado. But it's not worth rewinding. I don't.
Feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way the breast feel against my chest.
Oh yeah. That was a little much. I mean, he said he liked the way her breast felt against his chest. I mean, look. That was a reach. He should have stopped while he was ahead, okay? He should have stopped while he was ahead. And like I said, it is legal. She's 17, the age of consent. What he should have done was ask her age beforehand, before he did all that. But then he did kind of go OD with I like the way your breasts feel against my chest. I mean, he could have saved that for another time, because I mean, whew, yeah, I can understand why there's a certain amount of outrage, and we'll read the comments too, because I know they're probably grilling his ass.
Just want to thank you.
Okay, so the multiple kisses, there's nothing wrong with that legally, but it was a little OD. It was a little OD for sure. He broke no laws though. He broke no laws. It was a little much. It was a little much. I'm not gonna lie and act like after he realized her age and then he kind of went, "Oh, I like the way your breasts feel against my chest," which, like I said, it is legal. He can technically say that to her, no issue. He could even have sex with her, no issue. But 17 is a little too close to 16, and then it's just a little much. Even though the age of consent in Georgia is 16, so legally, it could go down in Georgia as well. I mean, it is going down. I mean, like I said earlier, guys, the elementary school girls were dating the middle school guys. The middle school girls were dating the high school guys, and then the high school girls are dating college dudes. So they're already doing that shit anyway. Like 17-year-old girls dating 21, 23-year-old, 25-year-old dudes, even 16-year-olds. I mean, that's just how the game goes. Younger women like older men, and vice versa. Should there be a line of demarcation? For sure. Okay. For sure. But I don't think, 16 is it's a little much. Okay. 17 is more. I mean, it is just a year, but then you could say, oh, well, 15 is just a year too. So it's a very touchy subject. And, the young lady, she went up there, she participated, she had no issue. It says Colorado also provides exemptions for specified age differences between partners and for marriage. Age of sexual consent. The Colorado age of sexual consent is 17 years old. Colorado law does not criminalize criminalize consensual sex when both parties are 17 years old or older. So there you have it. And it says there's a question. Can a 17-year-old date a 25-year-old in Colorado? The age of consent in Colorado is 17. This means that a person who is 17 years old or older may consent to having sexual intercourse with any person, regardless of their age. Once a person reaches the age of 17, consensual sex is permitted with any other person who is also over the age of 17. So, I mean, now looking at that and looking at the law and reflecting, there's really no problem in what Drake did. The biggest issue was not asking the age beforehand, but once you got that 17, you got the age of consent. I mean, I don't see the issue. And he's really not that much older than she was. He was 23. She was 17. Obviously he's got a lot more experience than her at that time. But I mean, he really didn't go too crazy. Like, it's not like he said, oh yeah, let me get your number, I'm going to fuck you after the show. Even though he would be well within his right to do that. He really didn't do nothing wrong. And this is like from an objective opinion. This is from an objective opinion. My question is, I wonder what her father thought about that. You know what I'm saying? I bet he like, damn, I ain't letting my daughter go to no concert no more. Let's see. Cyrus Cherry says, dude, that is a thing. I'm from South Carolina. Dudes from Africa stay asking if I'm from Africa simply because of my high bone structure. My mom a good woman, but you must call a spade a spade. I think she liked my daddy because he was high yellow. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I read that. Cyrus Cherry says, Gen Z, I'm not hating on Drake, but why Hollywood so easy for him? Because he's a small hat. Distant Light says Juice Crew. Yeah. I mean, that's my first thought. Cyrus Cherry says Denver is gone forever, not because of this, but because they legalized weed there. Distant Light says, what happened after they legalized weed? Mr. Drake, or Mr. Jake the Great says, Drake reclaiming his throne. Yes, sir. Says, man, you hate America and these feminists. I don't hate America. I don't hate these feminists either. But I mean, it's just, it's fucking bullshit. I'm gonna call them out on their shit. Yes, sir. Says, bruh, all these chicks was having sex with older dudes when they was 16 and the dude was 29. Yeah. I know girls who were 15, 16 even shit, bro. I know a girl who was 14 who fucked a fucking 25-year-old. I mean, I at my high school, anything went, honestly. Like it was 14-year-old bitches getting pregnant by like niggas who were 18, 19. So it was happening. The women were consenting, although you can argue, oh, could she really give consent? Look, man, technically, no, she could not give consent because she's too young. But when you're in high school or even in junior high and you're looking at the mentality of these women, bro, like, I'm not saying it's right. It's a bad thing. It's a horrible thing. It shouldn't happen. All that stuff, right? But I'm telling you right now, them bitches be fast as hell. And this is me genuinely saying, from my experience, they're fast as fuck. Like, they're ready to go at 14. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that's what they're doing. And they don't give a fuck what you think. That's why they have to push the sexual liberation shit, because the time she's 18, she got over 10 bodies.
He danced with her, kissed her neck, and even commented on her shampoo. I've got no idea if she liked this, but it's...
Of course she liked it. It's fucking Drake. She stayed up there and she kissed him. She was probably a little nervous because she was in front of thousands of people, but he did nothing wrong.
It's not as if that matters when she told Drake that she was only 17. Drake said,
I can't go to jail yet, man. 17? Why do you look like that? You dick. Look at all this.
you'd think that that would be the end of it and Drake would apologize and she'd leave the stage.
Apologize for what? If he knows the law, there's nothing to apologize about.
But Drake's comments grew a little bit more disgusting. He then tells her, I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel against my chest. So, talking about a 17-year-old's boobs on stage, real classy stuff here, especially with...
I mean, look, I also agree with Illuminati. Unfortunately, okay, we agree on some things, right? No, but I think that was a little OD for sure. Like, he should have kept that to himself. He should have kept that to himself, although I understand what he meant by that. I mean, he wanted to fuck. Straight up, she was sexually attractive to him. She was of the age of consent. He may not have known the law, but the reality is men are visual creatures. I'm not saying that it is right that he was attracted to her and whatnot, but I'm saying that you can obviously identify, like, yo, I mean, even your parents, like, they're gonna say, look, man, my daughter need to cover up because she is way more grown than all the other girls in her class. So he's gonna make it so that she covers the fuck up. So everybody sees that, yo, that bitch had wide hips, she had a fat ass, and she had like some, you know, C-cup titties, and they're only gonna get bigger when she gets older. So Drake is seeing what she looks like now and the potential. Not only that, but she is of the age of consent. Now, me personally, it's like it's 18 or older, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna do the 17 thing, but the 18 is for sure a go, like 100%. So, you know, the 17, it is legal in Colorado. I just think that it's a little too young. Like, I would never want to, okay, the bitch is in high school, like, you know, type shit. That's a little much. Like, I'm just not, you know, trying to deal with all that. But it is legal, and he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't break any laws. So, yes, was it a little cringe? For sure, especially after learning her age. What he should have done is said, oh my God, 17. And I'm not even mad at the comment of, you look like that, you thick, why you da-da-da-da. That was fine. That was a compliment, okay? But once he started getting into, oh, I like the way your breast felt on my chest, it was a little much. He should have just said, oh, yeah, I ain't trying to go to jail right now. Why do you look like that? Boom, boom, bap. Well, you're a great sport. You know, hit me up in a year. I don't see nothing wrong with that, honestly. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Yes, sir, said man. Oh, okay, I read that. Distant Light says, I date 22 or older and smash 18 and over. Yeah.
When he's 23. He absolutely should have known better. And for those of you who are listening who are above the age of 23, because I know when I heard this comment initially and I read it, and then of course, you know, when I had to go look at the video, I was like, oh dear. But I thought about it and I was like, when I was 23 years old, I was like, nope, yeah, I didn't look at a 17-year-old. And I was like,
bitch, get the fuck out of here. But when you were 17, you definitely looked at a 23-year-old. Stop it. See, this is the disingenuous shit. Oh, well, when I was 23, I didn't look at a 17-year-old. Yeah, because you're a woman and women date up. So you want somebody older, taller, more financially stable. So you're going to get an older man. But I guarantee when you were 16, 17, you was fast as hell going on dates with boys who you knew were too old for you. So stop it right there. We're not going to let you do that. We know what you've done.
ooh, yeah, fabulous boobies. Like, that just didn't ever cross my mind. So it's one of those things.
Dude, you're a fucking woman. Get the fuck out of here. It didn't ever cross my mind. You're so disingenuous. You know you dated older guys when you were younger. Stop it. And you had no problem with it, and you didn't felt taken advantage of. You actually enjoyed it, and you reveled in it, and you bragged to all your friends that you're getting grown man dick. Stop fucking lying. This is the disingenuous shit I can't take with these women, bruh. It's bullshit.
Things where I'm like, how exactly did you get to that, and then to say that all on stage publicly at a concert. Like, it just doesn't click for me.
And I even admit it was a little too much. It was a little too much, but he broke no laws. So talking about some, oh, well, Drake sexually assaulted. Oh, well, be aware this video contains sexual assault. There was no sexual assault. She was of consenting age. Stop it right there. And honestly, if I was Drake's publicist, I would have gave a statement. In Colorado, the age of consent is 17. Drake did no wrong. Although he regrets the situation that happened, he admits to no wrongdoing. Facts, and leave it at that, and then let the cards fall where they may. How about that, bitch?
But apparently it clicked for him. What's worse yet about this is fans were actually cheering for him, and many seemed to just laugh about it when Drake said he didn't know if—
No, they didn't. I mean, a lot of them were like, oh shit. Oh shit. Like, don't act like everybody was with it. And like, even I said, like, yeah, it was a little too much, but dude, she's just so disingenuous. It's crazy.
if he should feel bad. The cheers only grew louder when he kissed the fan's cheeks and forehead. This clip started resurfacing around sometime in 2019 after even more rumors and skepticism about his relationships with minors started making headlines.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.